what kind of advice are you giving to your clients? And before you answer that, the reason I'm asking that is because just in the short time I've been doing this rebound series, so many industries have been impacted differently. And I've only been doing a few months, and I've just been asking people, "What's up? How you doing? What's going on in your world?" And the first several, quite frankly, were hit way harder because based on the industries they were in. And then someone like a landscaping company, one particular person I interviewed, he went from 50 to 100 employees in 2 years. What the heck? It didn't say, so it sounds all good, right? Except for all of a sudden, the fact is he's having a lot of hard time trying to find people to work. And people don't, and they are like, the people who would have worked for him before told him, yeah, in our downtime, we might have moved that gravel for you, but you paying us to deliver some stuff, and now you want us to do what? We ain't doing all that. And by the way, you paying me more money. And so things have changed. So I want to know, just because whether you're on the decline or on the uphill slope, there's still challenges, whether there's with even growth. So I'm just kind of wondering, what are you hearing from the variety of clients that you deal with?
Oh, no, that's, the workforce shortage, the great resignation, as it's being called, has just been unprecedented for small businesses. I mean, small businesses, you got impacted by this pandemic, but now trying to find a workforce to be able to help you sustain. And even though now things are much more back to being face-to-face, you have a lot more clients, you have a lot more things happening. New restaurants are opening, new things are opening. But trying to get people is so hard. But it's just so interesting to see. And a lot of people are going, well, where are they going? What's happening? And, are they starting their own businesses? You are seeing, quite a few new businesses starting. You're seeing a lot of folks who are, changing lifestyles. They're changing, they prioritize things. Do I really want to be working, doing this for so long, making this much, or do I want to be doing this? Do I want to be following a passion? Do I want to be, be more efficient with my time? And a lot of people are starting to, realize that. And I think that, one of the big things that we've been talking to is, and I loved what Jesus said earlier, and I actually agree with him 100%. It's very hard for somebody who has not been in business, giving advice to people who are in business on how to sustain their businesses, right? Like I myself, having been a previous business owner before, and most of my staff having had that opportunity to do that as well. I think it's so important, but you don't fully appreciate the complexities that come with not having certain things and not being able to do certain things in small business. And when it comes to workforce, if you don't have the workforce to sustain you, it's very, very challenging. And I will say that one of the great things about my staff here is having had that experience, that understanding of, well, this is what you may want to consider. I mean, it's definitely something that we've looked at, and we work with our small business clients on how to maybe pivot, how to work through all of those kinds of issues, especially with regards to workforce, because now you're seeing burnout. That's one of the biggest problems that's really going to start happening, and that we're starting to see is a lot of these small business owners who are not able to have the capacity with a workforce, they're starting to burn out. And that is so dangerous for a small business to endure. So it's critical that they understand how to adjust their business model or what they need to do to adjust, because they need to take care of themselves as well, right? No one person can do it all. And I commend Jesus for everything that he's done. And so many entrepreneurs have done very, very similar things and have gone months, years without, at this point, without actually taking a paycheck to sustain their employees. But you also have to think, how do you do that? And, I think that that's just one of the more dangerous aspects of this is, making sure that you find the way through. And that's why I say to pivot your business model, understand a new business model, maybe enhance your mode of delivery. Like a lot of folks are now trying to find ways to be more efficient, automate things, streamline things. That's really where things are starting to move to. And this is where it comes back to, again, full circle, innovation. How do you innovate in your small business or innovate in general to be able to make things a lot more streamlined to help take that burden and alleviate some of that stress? And also, finding new ways of creating revenue. What are some additional revenue streams that you can do that will help with that pivot, help with that change, that will maybe reduce the need for some of those key positions that you've lost in the model that you had? And that's where we have been seeing a lot of success with our clients and working with them to understand how to do that. And really, I mean, it quite literally has saved a lot of businesses to do that, because as you lose workforce, you're losing your ability to be able to do what it is that you've set out to do in your business. So I think that hopefully that kind of answers that question.
No, that absolutely did help.